Hi, it's Friday. Yay, another week. I'm going to try to do this twice a week. I'm going to try to do this twice a week instead of once a week that I am doing right now. I've just been on autopilot um, with work and housework and cooking and all that. I've just been on autopilot. I don't feel connected. I don't feel as connected in my spiritual life as I would like. And I think it comes down to the fact that I am unable to really go out and do my work. Starting work and trying to manage everything has been difficult, and I need to be on camera at work for a morning, and then we have another meeting in the afternoon. And I cannot sign off for a long time. And so between that and the weather is really, really bad. It's so cold. So it's become very difficult. Even though I've done my best to do my morning prayers, read my Bible and get on my knees and pray, it just doesn't feel the same. But I'll figure it out. I'll find a way to go out and walk. There's just so much in the news to bring you down. It's like this helpless feeling that there isn't anything that can be done, or there isn't anything that I can do, and it weighs down on me. I have to do better to tune out. It's been a good week with work. I'm doing well. I'm managing the headaches the best way that I can. So far, there isn't anything that is overwhelming me, and I'm really, really, really starting to have my voice. The boys are also here, so it will be crazy the next few days, but I still won't trade it for anything. And so today I'm just at a point of gratitude. Gratitude that I am here. Gratitude that the boys are here, and that I have a job to work every day. I am just so thankful. If you've watched the videos before, you would see the difference between the way I spoke when I had no idea whether I'll get a job or not on time, and now you would see it's different. And I know that maybe you are at a point where you have not got one thing answered yet. I just want to encourage you to continue, because when I started doing the videos, I had no idea how long it was going to take. I was getting to the end of my rope, but making those videos actually helped me, because I would think of what have I done today to show up for myself. Because at the time I knew I was going to share the videos, but at that time I was creating them mostly for myself, and I found that I encouraged myself in some ways with that. And so please hang in there. If at any point you need prayers or you want someone to pray for you, don't hesitate to let me know. I will be happy to to join you in prayer. There's so much going on in the world, and there's so much to be thankful for. I'm not sure if I already um, talked about the fact that my scans were much better than um, the September scans that I did, and that was great news, because I was going to tell the doctor I don't want another biopsy. I think I have had 6 biopsies, so I'm like, the next biopsy, you guys have to be sure you know what where you are going to. But thanks to the scans being better, there was no need for biopsy. So I will repeat the scans again in another 2 or 3 months. The headaches, obviously, they're there because the stress is more. But I'm learning actually to really manage it well. There is a lot of advantage to be remote, to be able to take time and feel better and then continue work. And so all these things that I list, I am just so thankful to God for that. Life is not easy, but I have a job. And He gave me at a point where I had nowhere else at that point to turn. And so I'm so grateful for that. It still means that I need to downsize and go to a place where I have to pay less, because I really cannot afford my rent with my current salary. So that's still something I'm going to do. But that job, He got me that job. He put me there. It wasn't anything that I did. So please hang in there. The verse of the day today, Romans 8 verse 1. Therefore there is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. No condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. It's good to have these reassuring words in the middle of the chaos that we are in the world, honestly. Anyway, one thing that I'm cooking right now, I've taken a break. One thing that I learned that has been very helpful for me, and I need to share it today, is when you're making stew, I usually will put my tomatoes in, and then constantly it's burning, and when I'm done with the stew, I feel like the tomatoes didn't cook. And I found this thing that you actually cook the tomatoes without it being the stew by itself, and you can add stuff to it like red pepper and stuff to make it smell good. And so when you're making the stew, you put your oil and your whatever, and you put the tomatoes in, and then the food is ready in a very short time. You don't have to let the tomatoes cook for long. I don't think I've explained this well. I hope you were able to show up for yourself today. If you weren't, it's not too late. Our God is not done with you yet. The Lord bless and keep you.